All right, we got a round at Ohauser Park. It's me and Nick, and we're starting off on hole one here. We're doing the red pads, and a lot of these previews are from blue pads, so it'll be a little bit different, but basically hole one here, it's about 285. We're going a little bit further than this basket. You got to wind down through this alleyway on the bark chips. Goes a little bit right first and then comes back left. I didn't get it to go right at all, so I'm a little short left. Nick had the Undertaker perfectly down the center of this entire fairway. I got a jumper here, maybe 80 feet. Ugh, and I stand in front of the camera, which is my biggest pet peeve. Go figure. Nick's patented buzz putt just a little bit low there. We tapped in our pars. Going on to hole two. Again, this is from red pad, so it's a little bit shorter than what the flyover looks like, but it's a dead straight shot. Maybe 210 feet, 220. Trying to smooth the putter out there.
Oh!
And I hit the plastic grate right behind the basket, so I'm there for a tap in.
That was close.
Nick hits the tree right in front of the basket, so he's also about 10 feet away. And as Neva says there, it's a birdie. We both got birdies. Now we're doing the hole three. This is a tricky one. You got to have a sharp hyzer that kind of stands up or skips left. You got to go left of that tree, which is the one that most people hit. Me and Nick just hit that line perfectly. He threw a driver, I threw a zone, so I'm a little bit further out, maybe like a 80 or 90 foot jumper again.
Woo!
Just in front of it. Man, that looked good.
Oh.
Same thing with Nick's. Buzz jumper just in front of it. Going on to hole four here. So this one is like a baby hyzer. Not sure the distance to this back pin, which is where we were playing, so that's the correct pin location, but it's usually a putter or mid-range, slight hyzer, and I just pulled it right a little bit.
I fought through.
Same thing with Nick, just pulled it right a little bit. He has an excellent out there from the bushes, just puts it under the basket. Trying to do a jumper, and it's not even close. So we got a couple more pars here. So you can see the red pad right here as we're flying over, and the basket that we're actually playing to is a new location. It's on the right hand side, flying past it about pin high right now. So we don't have to go into this bark chip area at all. Trying the big turnover with a Buzz SS. I just turned it too much into the ground. Nick's throwing the glide, letting the disc do the turn.
Good shot.
He's a little bit closer than I am there. Another big jumper. Oh, and I thought that might have gone in when I left my hand. Just past it when it flashed the chains.
Way up high.
And Nick just soared that one straight up. Couple of pars again, going on to hole six. This is the most aceable hole on the whole course, in my opinion. Just dead straight. It's like 200 feet. Should be really easy. I tried to put Annie on that and it didn't have any Annie whatsoever. Luckily my disc hit a little mound as a backstop, so I'll have a putt, but I'm putting right at the water. Nick pulls it right, but thankfully those trees kick it away from the water. So he's got a putt here. A little bit obstructed. Annie, oh, off the number plate. Good putt though. That's that mound I'm talking about, standing on it, putting towards the water here. Got one to drop. That felt good. It was the first time I didn't have a huge jump putt finally. Hole number 7. I really like this hole because it's wide open. You can pick any shot shape you want. This pin is in the short and we're playing to blue, so you got to add another 40 feet. So this hole is 330. I'm throwing a T-bird, trying to just get a little bit of turn, and it never turned. I'm pin high, but I'm off to the left. Nick's just came out a little early, but he's right in the center of the fairway, so easy up and down. And he's parked. Easy 3. Trying to do a jumper here for my 2, maybe 50 feet. Not happy with that. Another short par 3. This should be an easy birdie or even an ace run. Now that they cleared out the left side, most everybody goes this left side route with an Annie or a flick. Nick's got a 30-footer here. I'm right up by those rocks. Oh, cage hit. You hate to see it. I just chucked mine in there.
That one.
Hole number 9. So we're playing to the location off to the left here. So the route that we have to throw, you have 2 options. You either go left of the big tree in the middle or right of the big tree in the middle. That flyover didn't really do justice to what we're doing here, but I'm choosing the turnover. And
Turn. Yes.
I am happy with that. It turned right there. Nick's doing the right side gap with the hyzer, and it just goes nose up into the tree.
I was like, should I throw the OS? I'm like, nah, I'll get it.
And that felt good for another 2. Nick's got a similar distance for his 3. And we drained him. Alright, so hole 10, we're going from the short pad right there on the right. It's dead straight for maybe 200 feet. Then you get to this opening here, and there's 2 guardians right in the middle of the fairway, and that guardian rock to prevent you from skipping. And once you get past that rock, it's maybe another 30 feet. That pin location that was in the video there is the long location, so we're going a little bit shorter than that. I just threw my putter straight. I got past those guardians, so I'm parked. Nick's was a little bit high and hit. Oh. He almost flicked that in. Just fell right before the basket and hit pole. Tapped in my birdie, going on to hole number 11 here. This one, we're going from red pad again, so we tee off from right there basically, and we're trying to just get out of this gap here. Just get out of the tunnel into the opening. That's all you really want to do. Pin location is dead straight 420. It can be parked, but it's hard. You have to hit a tiny window. I got my flippy right there to just turn through the gap, and didn't get a whole lot of distance, but it's right in the open, so that's what you want. Nick got pinched off right in this corner. He's got a good throw, but it went into those weeds, and man, were we looking. We were looking for that disc for a while. I had another jumper. Man, I just can't get those jumpers to drop. We skipped some recording, and then we got to this spot, and I was like, oh man, you have to record this. I tried to flick it in from 80 feet through that tree. But now we're back onto recording like normal. On to hole 13 here. We skipped most of 12. And this one is kind of a poke and hope, and it's kind of not. There is a clean line, but all the trees you got to miss are so late that it's really hard to pick a gap that late. I tried to just pump it up the middle, and I hit a tree. So you're going to see the normal route that most people play here from Nick. It's the Ohauser, a little bit more open. You got to play a skip, and he hits it perfect. So I just pitched up and got a 3, and Nick got a tap in 2. So Nick got the box here. On to hole 14. This is a short one that's pretty easy if you've got a flick. We're playing to the short pin, which is right here in front of that big tree. So the rest of this flyover is kind of moot. But if you got a flick, it's an easy deuce, I'd say. But it's so hard to turn over because you got to go wide. There's a ceiling, and there's a lot of trees that you could clip going down there. But
beautiful.
Nick did it perfectly. Parked it with his Tersus. Trying to do the Buzz SS turnover. I went inside of the tree where you want to go, so I'm short left, trying to pitch up through the trees, and not much luck. So Nick has the box again. He got another deuce there. This, we moved on. We skipped a couple holes, or we skipped one hole, 15. Recording hole 16 here. We're going to the dead straight pin location, so this Ohauser finish at the end is unnecessary. And Nick's just Ohausers at the end, which we don't need. And I was throwing a flippy disc, and I just did not commit at all, and it went way left into the woods. So this is the last putt we have on camera. Just a little bit short. Thanks for watching, guys.